In this study now, we want to focus on the reflection. In this case, as we can see, this is our mirror. This is the line y. We are considering point I, which is the point here. Our point I is at this here. This is our point I. So we want to reflect this point. We want to reflect this point along this line. So what you draw your perpendicular line. You draw your perpendicular line to the mirror as shown here. So that is how you draw your perpendicular line. You draw your perpendicular line that way, such that the distance from I to the mirror line, M stands for the mirror line. The distance from here to here, to M stands for the mirror. So IM should be equal to, and this is perpendicular, should be equal to from mirror to the image. So our I image will be here. Our I prime will be here. And you can see the matrix of I prime here. This is 0 and -1 along that axis. It is 0 and -1. Then we do the same. So to reflect this line, you draw the perpendicular line from I to the mirror line. This is our mirror line. Then the distance from I to M should be equal to the distance from M to the image here. After doing that now, we do the same with the point J. You do the same with the point J. You get your perpendicular line from J to the mirror all the way to that other point. So that way. So this is our J prime there. So we are reflecting J, this point here, on this mirror line. So the distance from J to M should be equal to the distance from the mirror to this other side. So here you can see along the x-axis here we have -1 and J there is 0. J there is equal to 0, meaning that now our interest is to write the matrix of reflection on the line. So we want to on line y is equal to -x. Matrix of reflection on line y is equal to x. Now it is very simple. So we start with the I all the time. So that matrix will be given by, we have seen here, 0, -1, 0, -1. And the other part here, -1, 0, -1, 0. So that is the matrix of reflection on the line y is equal to -x. This line here. So it is very simple. You reflect this point. You start with the I, reflect it on the mirror line, and the image will be here. Reflect this other one, point J, on this mirror line, and your image will be falling at this particular point here. Now, when you are writing your matrix, you start with the image of I all the time, and you write it this way in your column form: 0, -1, then J, -1, 0. So that is how you obtain the matrix of reflection on the line y is equal to x. on how to obtain the matrix of reflection on the line y is equal to x, and on how to obtain the matrix of reflection on the line y is equal to y is equal to 0 and x is equal to 0, or on x-axis and y-axis, check in the link below so that you may obtain those matrices of transformation.